What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nour, and today I bring you another special video, the Sunday stock watch list, where I give you all the A+ setups that I like, all the setups that I don't like, and we go over what we need to focus on, especially on this economic schedule and the earnings that we have this week. It's going to be insane. There are so many big tech stocks reporting this week. This is probably the biggest week as far as earnings in a very long time. Like last week we had some earnings. This is just different. You know, you have Tesla, Amazon, Shopify, Apple, you name it. So last week we had a very good series of earnings reporting. Snapchat killed it. Twitter killed it. That allowed Facebook to make all-time highs, and things went crazy last week, and we'll go over that shortly when we start looking over the charts. But before we go ahead and start this video, hit that like button. I'll wait for you to do so. Hit it. Alright, there we go. Subscribe, comment down below what other videos you'd like to see on this channel. I got some special, videos that I've recorded. I can't wait to upload them, but let me know what you guys want on this channel. Let me know what are the stocks you're looking at for this week. I looked at a few last week. I think I brought them up on Twitter, and I brought it up on Trade Like Nour. So if you don't follow those trading pages, you're missing out, because yes, you guys get the Sunday stock watch list, but things end up happening during the week that I might be looking at, or develop during the week that I might be looking at. So make sure you follow those so you don't miss those. I upload 70-100% plays on there. It's actually insane. So yes, you guys hit the like button, subscribe, and you comment down below. Now let's go ahead and start with this video. So I always provide you guys the schedule for this week, what's really going on, so you could really understand if volatility kicks in, why so many different things can affect the market. We have the FOMC announcement on Wednesday. The FOMC meeting starts on Tuesday, and then you have money supply at 1 p.m. Eastern. This is all Eastern time, by the way. Fed chair press conference at 2:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Thursday you actually have GDP this week, jobless claims, and then you have a few people speaking on Friday. You have James, I can't even pronounce that last name there, so don't even bother asking. And just things to keep in the back of your mind, so that if things do get crazy, or you should understand what's going on during the day if you have a trade, or if you're holding on to a trade, because you want to be alert. So if this isn't clear enough, just go to Trade Like Nour. There's always a clear picture on that page. Screenshot there. Make sure you have it favorited on your camera roll so that you guys know what's going on. Now let's get to the earnings. It's a little blurry always when you stretch it, because this is straight from Earnings Whisperer. You guys can see from the straight top. But if you want a clear picture, just go to Trade Like Nour. It'll be there for you guys. Everything about stocks or any resources you guys need will be on Trade Like Nour. Now, Monday, you guys see what's going on. There's Tesla. Logitech actually moves on earnings. You guys have UPS, Apple, AMD, 3M, GE, Microsoft, Alphabet, Google, JetBlue, Visa. Like, I can just keep going. Usually you only have like 2, popular earnings for the week. The rest are like, eh. This week you have Boeing, you have Facebook, you have Shopify, you have Ford, PayPal, Qualcomm, McDonald's, Spotify. You guys like? I'm not really a fan of playing that. Lam Research, Amazon, Pinterest moves. I've seen this move like 30% before. You have Twilio. What else do you guys like? You have P&G, ExxonMobil. Those are like whatever to me. Caterpillar, that used to be very important. People aren't really looking at that anymore, but Cat is very important. There's just so many, and this is just the beginning of it. Next week, the following week, we'll have more earnings, but this one's crazy. So we have T-Mobile here. You guys need to know what's going on so that you guys can focus. Snapchat was so insane. I think that was like 1,000% play last week. Chipotle was like 1,000% play last week. It was insane. So let's go ahead and start the video. So I always like to start it with, what I did last week. What were the most popular plays from last week? So the first one is Amazon. So I talked about the 35.50 break to the downside. We ended up hitting 34.99. The next big play was Nvidia before it split. If you go back to what I looked at, this actually ended up popping on the day of the split. But if you go to shop, this was the best play I gave you last week. I told you guys about the consolidation on the 1 year. I even had it highlighted for you guys. Right here, I had it highlighted for you. Now I don't. I took it off. This ended up breaking above 1550. Even if you follow me on Twitter, I even said, yo, this is getting close. I'm getting ready for the Shopify play. If you guys missed out on that, like I said, you guys should go follow those pages that I have. Shopify was insane. 1550 consolidation break to 1650 in a matter of, what, 2 days? Let's see when they broke 1550, and then it ended up going to 1650. So 1550 ended up breaking, so like Wednesday, and then by Friday this stock was 1650. It's absolutely insane. I also talked about Facebook consolidation. I didn't really like it because it looked weird, and it kind of broke below. But once Snap reported earnings, you guys can see Facebook looked like it had earnings after hours, which was Thursday. Ended up going from like 350 all the way up to 361, and then ended up pushing to 375 Friday. I've seen so many people catch a crazy percentage on Facebook. I didn't get a piece of that. So let's start off with this week, what I'm looking at, other than obviously the earnings that we are all watching. These are some plays that I'm watching for this week. A few of them have earnings, so the contracts are going to be expensive. It's going to be annoying, but just something to maybe keep in mind. So first one is Shopify. So Shopify, you guys can see this is from basically $1,400 at the beginning of the week to $1,660. You're looking at $216 this week. Now if I put this on the 1 hour, we just looked at the consolidation break. You can even see the channel break here. These are simple. This is part of the algo. The algo actually does this for you, so you can see this before it even happens. A lot of people keep asking me, where do I get the algo from? It's my own algo. If you need it or want it, DM me on Instagram. So Shopify, I'm looking at 1660 obviously in after hours. Hopefully this opens below 1660, and then after that I'm watching 1700, and from there, you guys know, I'm looking for another rally up. But I don't want this to get too overextended, because when Shopify gets too overextended, this is the quickest one to fall out of all of them. So Shopify is the one to keep in mind. Don't get greedy with this one. Facebook, you guys can see we had a big move this week, especially after, you know, social media companies reported, Snapchat, Twitter. 375 was the high, so I will be watching 375. If we break that, I will be watching 380. As you guys can see, this could form an inverse H, and all it is, you know, the leg, it pops up and then comes back up. If you turn it upside down, it'll be a H, but so since it's upside down, it is an inverse H. So I'm looking at 375 and 380 on Facebook, and after that, you know, it's all-time high. So I'll just be looking to see if momentum continues and if the volume continues. Docu will be something else that I'm watching. Docu is a little different here, right? Docu's been making highs. This was actually, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I called this breakout, and this was a pretty nice move. I called the 305 breakout. If you caught the 305 breakout, I said it had room at 310, and actually kind of hit it spot on here. It hit 310.51. So Docu on the 1 hour, you guys can see we have a channel here, right? It's hard. Been touching the top. It looks like we're coming up to the top here. Now if you put this on the 4 hour though, it looks like we're at the top of this channel as well. So keep this in mind when you're trying to play new highs, every new high. You need to keep that back in mind, that this has a big chance of getting rejected, because it's showed you historic wise that this is going to get rejected on this channel. So this started in April, I believe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times only rejection on the top side. Does that mean it's bearish? No, it just means it's in a bullish uptrend right now. But there is a trend from the top side and the bottom side to keep in mind. So that's Docu. Square was something that I added to my watch list this week, I think midweek. And this was a good one. I looked at the 260 break. As you guys can see, we broke 260. We hit a high of like 267. I'm not really a fan of Square, but the all-time high is 283, and we're not far away, and we're kind of breaking this channel in the 4 hour. So keep that in the back of your mind. This is something I just wanted to bring up for the people that like Square. The chart looks alright. 4 hour looks like it's breaking out. The 1 hour looks alright as well. We can actually consolidate, have a consolidation break here to the upside or to the downside. So that's Square. Next thing I'm looking at is, yo, this is insane actually. I'm actually very surprised about this. Look at this on Friday. From 423, 424 at open, all the way to 475. I catch every Roku play except these. You know, the bad ones, the mediocre ones. But the ones that are exceptional like this, that happens like maybe once a month on Roku, you know, twice a month, never can get my hands on this. It's insane. But Roku had a move that was so insane. It's actually, every time I look at the chart, I can't believe it. And as you can see, the all-time high is 486. So the high we hit was 475, I believe, and change maybe. No, the high after hours was 475 flat. So from 475, I will be watching that. If that breaks, I'm watching 480, then 485, then 486.72, which is the all-time high. And then from there, you know, we'll probably see 500 very, very quickly unless we get a cup and handle. But we'll find out when that comes. But in the meantime, I want to see if momentum can continue like Friday, because I want to be all over that play, especially for the people that missed it on Friday. They're going to be chasing this week. Let's see if the momentum and volume can kick in and, you know, keep that same energy I had Friday. So 475, 480, 485, 486.72, and then obviously 490, then 500. The next thing I'm playing that you guys don't really see on the watch list, but I saw someone comment, you guys will see, Moderna. I actually saw this comment, and then I updated the chart on Twitter and Trade Like Nour, and I talked about it, and I ended up catching a piece. Look at this breakout right here on the algo. This is my algo. This ended up breaking 342 and then hitting a high at 349. So what I will be doing with Moderna is watching this 350 break. Hopefully it closes below, opens below 350 on Monday, and from there I'll be watching the breakout there, because Moderna can move. You guys can see these certain moves these days when it breaks highs. Look, 249 all the way up to, you know, 260 that day, and then the very next day is just moving. Look at this one, from 290, that high, all the way up to 316 that day. So next day, 323 all the way up to 342. So you want to keep in mind the trades that can move, but it can also move in the opposite direction. I've seen this fall very quickly. Look at this, from 341, I believe this day it was up like $40, and it came all the way down to 291, and I ended up kind of catching the pullback. So watching both sides on Moderna, but definitely want to be able to catch a breakout most likely and see if the momentum carries this week. So these are all the stocks that I'm watching besides earnings, because there's not much you can do till, you know, the pre-run up or, you know, the after fall or the after breakout. So watching earnings, and then these are the plays that I'm just currently watching as if this was another Sunday stock watch list. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys. Peace.